There is a difference in culture, and we don't seem to care about that culture at all. In fact, let me give you two stories, and we have to go into depth and talk about both of these stories today. These are amazing. You know the neighbor that didn't report the San Bernadino guys. Okay, and we've heard about the neighbors, and they were like, well, I didn't want to stand out. I didn't want to say anything. This neighbor should go to jail. Federal prosecutors have decided to bring criminal charges against the friend and former neighbor of San Bernardino shooters. Several law enforcement officials now say the first criminal charges to stem to the massacre will be brought against Enrique Marquez, a longtime friend and former neighbor of the Farouks. The charges would be filed as early as today. Investigators say the neighbor bought 2 assault rifles 3 years ago that wound up being used in the shooting. Officials say he told them he did it as a favor so Farouk would not have to go through a background check or be on the record as the purchaser. Authorities say he told the FBI that he and Farouk talked about conducting some sort of an attack in 2010, but called it off after an unrelated terrorist arrest in Southern California.
The guy admits to that.
Oh, yeah, he admits that he knew he was going to be a part of it, and he admits that he bought the guns for them. There's no gun laws that will do anything unless you enforce this one with a severe penalty. You buy someone a gun to get around and skirt the laws, you go to jail. You should be counted as an accomplice.
That's already illegal. I mean,
yes, it is.
Already, I got to imagine he's going to get eventually something on that. I mean, that's not a legal thing.
But that's where the president should be speaking out today.
It'd be nice.
The president should be coming out and saying, we enforce the laws we already have. This guy... And I can guarantee you they're not going to make a big deal out of this. I can guarantee you the president will not make a big deal out of it because it doesn't go to his agenda.
That's the guy right there?
That's the guy.
It's kind of a weird photo to show. It's a very goofy, smiling photo. I assume they probably pulled it off of his Facebook page or something, but it doesn't seem like it's not the appropriate picture for
It's not the face of a killer?
No. You know, it's kind of an odd photo to be using in this particular context.
And it's really quite amazing that and makes a statement that all of the people who are going to do something against the United States or against your fellow Americans or against humanity are not all Muslim and not all Arab.
And this guy's not Muslim?
No, not that I know of.
Has he said why he wanted to participate in an act of terror with Farouk?
I have not seen it yet.
Well, they were related, right, in some way.
Cousins or something?
Yeah, they were cousins, but they didn't know they were cousins when they met.
Who?
This guy and Farouk. They were...
this guy?
If I'm correct, the person who at least the initial reports, I haven't seen the updated... I didn't see anything this morning. But the initial report said that his cousin was actually the one who sold or gave him the guns. And
they were neighbors.
But they were neighbors, and they didn't know they were cousins when they met. It was some sort of like distant relationship, but they were actually technically related.
That is the most bizarre thing I've ever heard about.
It sounds like a really bad sitcom plot.